Hey, what's going on, guys? Klutch here. Welcome back to Upper Mississippi River Valley, and we are now in the 90s. Into the 90s, out of the 80s, into the 90s. Oh, we're still driving the Chev. You know what? You got a good old work truck. You don't want to give this up, right? You want to use this thing. So we're keeping the Chev. We got the Chev, we're keeping it. It looks a little worse for wear, mind you. We have been using and abusing this truck over the last little bit. It's all good. So for today, guys, I'm going to show you what we've got for our 90s equipment as we fire things back up here on Upper Mississippi River Valley. It's going to be good times. Let me show you what we got, guys. Let's do this thing. Pitter patter. All right, first things first, let me show you my new whip. All right, let's I'll leave the truck by the house here for now. Park right here. Stop. So we sold off the Camaro. That it's like an 84 Camaro we had. Yeah, and we picked up brand new Dodge Ram 2500 with a diesel in it. Nice. Look at this thing. I think I've had this truck before, to be honest. Not a bad truck. So we got it with a sport package. We've got the color match bumpers, front and rear. I prefer the, I don't know. In the Dodge Rams, you got to get the sport package. You got to get rid of all the chrome that wraps around. It just rusts and looks ugly anyways. I love the sport package. That's where it's at. Now we've got the extendable meters up top, of course. Those aren't bad. Looks like we should be able to see some pretty good things out of that off the back when we're towing trailers. And then in the back, let me see if I can jump on up. We got a bit of a lift on this too. We got what, 33-inch mutters on that. Not bad. Probably about a 6-inch lift, it looks like. Hop on up. There you go. We got our toolbox. Got a toolbox in the back with our gooseneck hitch. Not bad. I think it'll work. So that's our new truck, brand new truck. We still got our work truck, of course, the Chev. We're going to be keeping this for, well, working around the farm. This here is going to be more of our, you know, our town truck. Is that such a thing? The town truck. I just needed something new, and I do like the Dodge. It's a nice looking ride. And listen to that diesel. A little quieter than the Chev is. Yeah, power everything. Finally got some AC. We've got a CD player in here. A nice CD player. Don't see that every day yet, right? Let's back this on up. And we're going to head over to the sheds. Now, we've got a bunch of new equipment to show you. I've got some old stuff. There's some stuff that I wanted to, that I had a lot of luck with, and we're going to keep, guys. But, I mean, there's stuff we had to replace, of course, as well. Let's head on over to the sheds. And let me show you around what we got. All right. We'll start right at the very end. Let me just back this on up, and I'll show you what we got at the end here. Of course, we've got the old Chevy grain truck. I haven't been using it. I'm not gonna lie. It's seen better days. In fact, we kind of let the tires go flat on it. I haven't pulled it out in about maybe 5 years here. She's just been sitting here. I should probably just sell this off. Maybe we can get it like a vintage car club would want it. I just don't have a use for it really for the most part now. We've moved everything to our tractors. This old thing is just no use anymore. It's cool to have out here, but maybe it could be better purpose for somebody like in a parade, maybe. I don't know. Pull that grain bin off, use something. I don't know, guys. It's just not for us. We're good without it. So we'll leave it here for the time being. We'll sell that off one of these days. Now, as for our tractors, well, we'll talk about the 8410 here in a second because that is sweet. We still have the 4450. It's still just a workhorse around here, guys. Love this tractor. It's been a great tractor to have, but it's starting to show its age. We still use it for baling. We can still use it for some towing some grain bins around, that kind of thing. But it's starting to get a little limited on what we use it for because we have some better equipment out for it now. So 4450 is still here. Now, other than that, look at these two brand new tractors we've got. Oh, relatively new. Let me start with the 8410. This here is our main tractor now, our main workhorse for pretty much everything, for tilling, for even planting, to be honest with you. But this is kind of replaced the 4450. The 8410 is now our main workhorse. This is an amazing tractor. Goodbye. Yeah, absolutely love this thing. This is a 94 model. Yeah, not bad at all. Now, in behind that, you can see we've got a little case back here. This was our first case for our farm. And this one here, the 7150, a lot of options here, guys. A lot of little options we have for this. This is going to be, we use this for more for fertilizing, that type of thing as well. Just some light duty work. But it's got the ability. I mean, we're like around 250 horsepower. So this thing actually pulls the same and more horsepower than the 4450. The technology has increased so much more in this size case that it'll rival that tractor. It's half the size. That's fantastic. It looks so good. I love this little two-wheel drive tractor. It's so good. All right, let's talk about planting and seeding as well. We've updated something here. Now, let me just show you quickly what we used to have. You can see it right ahead of us. And we had these seeders. Now, we were just doing grain crops beforehand, guys. And we just had these 3 John Deere seeders. What is it, the 855s? What is it, 8350s? That's what it is. So we had the 3 of these, you know, revolutionary system because we could spread these out. There's no other way you could get that kind of width off anything. Now, we were kind of limited, actually, by horsepower beforehand. I mean, really, the horsepower was our limiting factor in our tractors, guys. We could not pull any more than what we had right here. So that's been upgraded now. I mean, we've had a little bit of time. Technology has increased on the farm. Horsepower is getting huge now. We're getting tons more horsepower. We've like doubled the amount of horsepower available. So no longer need to worry about this being a problem for us. And in fact, well, look what we have here. This here row planter, 24 row planter. I think it's like almost 12.5 meters in length once it's totally unfolded. This is brand spanking new technology. This is brand new out there right now. And yeah, I mean, it requires a lot of horsepower to pull this thing. We've got it in spades, so we're good there. Just absolutely brand new technology. We haven't even used this yet, guys. This is brand new this year. Just got it brought up to the farm for this harvest. We're going to be doing some row crops finally. Finally going to do some corn, maybe some sunflowers. I don't know yet. We got to look at our soil and figure that out. I want to figure out what we're going to be best off to sell. I could do corn. I don't know if we'll probably do corn. We'll be doing corn, let's be honest. We're doing corn. And then lastly, our cattle. Well, our cattle down here at the far end, guys, they're doing well. We've been making lots of money off steaks. Angus beef, AAA, that's right. We still have the 4440 open cab, and this is just my put around, basically. It's been used in my bale mover. It still runs the bale buster over there. In fact, we're going to need to run this today for a bit, get these cattle settled back up again. This is my daily choring tractor. Got to have the choring tractor around the farm. So that thing is good to go. We've got the floaters back on it just for a little bit of stability. Since we're not using it really in the field for anything anymore, I felt we could put the big floaters back on it. And she can just be moved around here so it moves equipment around a little bit easier. And I don't really worry about tipping her over because we don't have, well, we got no cage. She's a little sketchy when you're hitting some of these hills. I do not want to end up on my top. And really the last of our new equipment, the piece de resistance pretty much, is our new combine. 9610. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this for right now, guys. This is absolute pinnacle of John Deere technology right now. The 9610 duals up front. I think we're around 300 horsepower up in this combine, so that's not bad. She's sitting nice up in our shed over here, ready to go. One thing we're still missing, we have not got a row crop header. We still have, what is that, the 630? We have a 630F header right there, but we do not have a row crop header for this combine yet. I'm gonna need to pick that up at some point. You know what? I need to find a way of moving and trailer these things around as well. Anyways, other than that, everything else is fairly stable here on the farm, guys. We haven't updated everything else. We still have a lot of the same fields. Everything else is still looking good out in the county. Everyone else is still out here. It's going to be a good time. So let me get back to work. We're going to get taking care of some cattle here for a bit. Maybe do some tilling in a bit as well. All right, guys. We've got to do a little bit of work here. Let's get choring with the 4440. I've got a couple of hay bales still up here. We'll feed some cattle. We got to get some straw in there as well. I noticed that we're out of straw, so let's get this all set up. See, she's still running good. You don't doubt that 4440. Don't even doubt it. It's still running good. Let's go. So like I said, I've been leaving this tractor just sitting up here so we can do work with it. I don't need this thing in the field anymore. It's no use to me. We've upgraded. I mean, we're only like 130 horsepower with this. It's a lot of... It looks mean, but she doesn't have the power anymore, guys. She just does not have the power, especially when you compare it to whatever else we've got. This thing here is a little on the slow side and just struggles with some of the bigger equipment out there. I don't even know if it could handle most of the stuff that we're pulling nowadays. Let's drop this in. If I could actually aim this properly a little bit more, that would be beneficial. I've been pretty good at dropping bales down and underneath of us a couple of times here. There we go. Perfect. That's fired up, and that's all it takes. Look at that. All right, let's go take one more. We got one more bale right behind me here. We'll take a hay bale down below, feed these cattle up, and see if we can get them get a little more nutrition. Now, there's been some talk of finding new ways to feed cattle with some silage, as well as hay, and doing some kind of a mix. That's something we've never really done here, guys. We've never thought about that before, so we'll have to see. Look into what our options are going to be for that. Now that we maybe something we could possibly look into is upgrading that like I said, silage. Well, we got the silage pits there, so we can make some silage and see if we can do a hay mix. See what that helps out grow these cattle up a little bit more. See if the cattle are worth a bit more money, grow up a little bit quicker. Could be interesting. So we'll drop this off, and then we'll, you know what? I've got a bunch of fields to take care of, so we might get into the field here and do some tilling right away as well. So tilling, I might consider using the 4450 once again. It's been a good tractor for that, but you know what? I'm dying to get some time in the 8410. We haven't spent much time in this at all, and I want to show you guys the 8410 as well. So you know what? Let's take this thing out instead. All right, everything's looking good. Fire her up. Nice. And let's go. Out into the field we go. All right, so we need to pick up one of our tills. We still got the old, we still have both of them sitting right there, some chisel plows. We'll grab one of those. And then the field right ahead of us. That's typically what we use soybeans in that field. That's typically what we've been doing. I have not decided what we're going to do for crops this year. Like I said, we can do row crops now. So we may focus a bit more on possibly doing more corn across the whole area. And maybe we could focus on that. And since we can do silage, you know what? Maybe we could do a little bit of chaff. That could be an interesting option. You know what? We'll take the John Deere one up here on this side because, well, we're in a John Deere. That only makes sense. Let's get this all hooked up. All right, all hooked up, all wires connected. Still doing its job. I mean, what's a chisel plow? What do you expect, right? All right, through the gate. Once again, this field has not been touched in, well, since last year. So it looks like it needs some little tending too. It's all good. Let's get inside here, clean this up a bit. Perfect. So as for other little nice to haves, guys, that new combine, we're getting a GPS installed on that. So it's going to give us kind of an interesting look at how that's going to work. Something's all brand new. Never used GPS before. So we'll fire that up into that combine. You know what? This tractor could probably get one as well. We'll see what we think of it. I mean, this is all new stuff for us. We'll see what GPS can do. I mean, it's not that difficult to drive around a field, let's be honest. But if we can get GPS to work, that's kind of cool, especially for combining. I mean, it could maximize our profits, right? Maximize our seed per our fields, and maximize our time in the fields for cutting them up. That is pretty beneficial, I think, in the long run. All right, to the end here, let's lift on up, and I'm just going to do a loop around here and get squared away again. Should have enough space. Maybe not. I forgot about the weight on the front of this. We got that big weight up on that 8410 here. That thing is massive. How much weight is up there? It must be like 1,500 kilos. There is a ton of weight. All right, straighten her up. Let's go. And back around. Now, one of the nice things about this tractor compared to what we used to run back in the 80s, guys, is this one's got some serious light up front. Like, look at the lights we have on this. It does make life for working in the night so much nicer. And that's one thing that's really allowed us to do, guys, is we can work all hours of the day now. If our crops are, if it's a good time to plant right now in the middle of the night because it dries out or the temperature's just right, now we don't need to worry about times. We can just worry about the weather and focus on that. Or beforehand, I'd really try to focus not to get out in the field in the middle of the night because I couldn't see anything. I ended up doing the same pass hole again half the time. They've really increased the lighting on these new units, and that's something I could see just getting better and better in the future. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. This 8410 is just a workhorse. She is fantastic. Perfect. So, look at this. Really good chisel plow. Not having a problem at all. Doesn't even know it's back there. We're going to hold 9 to 10 miles an hour the whole way through. I'm going to cut straight across this field. This is the way I've always done this field. We just go straight across, loop on back, and we'll get through this field. Maybe we'll get this field done, and we'll go for a little cruise. Take a look around the county and see what everyone else has been up to. All right, guys, just out in the county here. This is Jake's farm, actually. You know what? I've been meaning to come down here for a long time. Let's pull in. It looks like he's working away. He's got... Is that an old case? Look at that. Let's see what he's got here. He's got an old... Oh, look at this. He's got a brand new Dodge Ram, too. Look at this. Oh, nice. Nice choice. Oh, he's got the duals on that. I'll have to ask him about that. What else has he got up here? Let's see if we can find him. Got some tractors up here. He's got a harvester up on top. Let's see if we can find him in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's moving the manure spreaders around. I'm just going to hop on out, guys. We'll turn this off. Take a look and see what's going on in here. Hey, Jake, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. What do you got going on today? You cleaning stuff up? Getting ready for summer?
Yeah, I'm just cleaning up, getting ready for spring tillage, and I had some stuff sitting out. I got to put away. Gonna get rid of that baler there, so I got to do a little service into it. Things like that.
Fair enough. What do you got here? This is an awesome International. This is a fantastic old tractor. I'm liking this.
Oh, yeah. This thing's been on the farm for years now. We bought it new back in the 80s, and I didn't want to get rid of it. Just couldn't do it.
Don't blame you. It looks like it's still doing the job for you. That's great. Very cool. Hey, I saw you got a new truck out over in your front there. That new Dodge Ram you got?
Yep, the new Dodge Ram 2500.
I think you got the same model I got. It must have been pretty good deals happening there. The only thing, you've got duals on yours in the back. I just got the singles, so it looked like it was a nice looking rig.
Dually, and do you have the sport or the regular, like, what is it?
I'm on the sport, yeah. I'm on the sport package.
So I don't have the sport package either.
Yeah, so I can't stand all the chrome on the regular, on the SLT versions. I always go with sport.
That's fair. Yeah, the chrome is a little much.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's funny though, because it's just going to get dented anyways and turn to rust. So the plastic, you never know, I guess.
Right.
Cool. Well, things are looking good down here. I've got some more stuff to do back at mine as well, but we're just getting ready to start planting. I think the weather's about to turn for us. So I was just out in the county looking around. Looks like you guys are all set up down here. This is cool. I'm really liking this tractor though. I kind of wish I had an International. I've got a case, but we had an old Alice Chalmers. I ended up getting rid of the thing. But this thing looks pretty sweet. I need to find something like that used somewhere maybe one of these days.
Yeah, you might be able to find one at an auction around. They hold them every once in a while.
Yeah, they seemed like they were pretty popular for a while there, that's for sure. The only thing we have is that old, the John Deere 4440, the open cab. That's kind of the oldest thing I have now, but I'm getting a little sketched out every time I take that on any kind of hillsides. You know, it's open cab, so it's it's a little sketchy. Yeah, the protection's gotten a lot better in recent years, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, bud. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you go back. Looks like you got some more work still to do here. I'm going to head out as well, but I'm sure we'll be seeing you very soon. Yeah, you ever need anything, just let me know. Sounds good, my friend. You have a good one. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Yeah, look at the equipment he's got here. It's like very similar, actually, in a sense. Looks like a 9500 that combine. Very similar case though, and then I think that's on only is that an 84 or 8300 tractor John Deere down there. Oh, that was close. Didn't even see him coming. So you know what, very similar as far as our farm size, but I mean, when you only have the John Deere and Case dealerships in town, it's kind of what you get, right? You're kind of expected to have the same stuff, I suppose. All right, let's fire this back on up and let's get out of here. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Our start in our 90s series, our equipment showcase for the most part today. If you guys enjoyed, you guys know what to do. Drop that like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back here again very soon. Other than that, folks, stay safe out there. I will see you next time. This is Klutch from Upper Mississippi River Valley in our 90s series. Over and out.